on up. Lindsay is going to teach us how to build us a amazing, stellar business from referrals. Is it all going to be about pot buys?
We're going to talk about numerous things.
All right. So Lindsay, please introduce yourself to everyone.
I am Lindsay Grandquest. I came all the way from Mobile, Alabama. So I am on the Gulf Coast and excited to be here, especially in the snow.
I did not get your accent off the emails. I'm really excited now since I'm from Texas. You're way thicker than
It's
mine.
actually
Mine is not that crazy.
Yeah, last time I actually got to speak, I said Popeyes numerous times, and afterwards I was asked several times why I continuously talked about Popeyes, the restaurants, and I was like, no, Popeyes.
Popeyes, it's fried chicken in the South.
Exactly. So actually going and seeing your customers and clients called Popeyes. So let's go ahead and clarify that and clear the air.
Okay, so a few quick things. How long have you been in the business?
I have been in the business for 5 years. This is my 5th year servicing.
And the majority of your business is referral?
Absolutely. Last year, about 82% of my business was referral based.
Awesome. So give me a day in the life of Lindsay and how you make this happen.
Absolutely. So I kind of just start my day with going through, of course, the emails and the phone calls and the text messages that I've received throughout the day. The most important part is that most of my text messages, emails, missed calls are going to say, "Hey, Lindsay, this is John Smith. I was referred to you by your mother, by your best friend, by a colleague, by your hairdresser, by your dentist." So that is a fantastic way to start a business, in my opinion. It immediately takes away the trust factor, the hard to trust factors, the guessing. It takes out the performance. You don't no longer have to perform for people that already trust you and like you, because someone else has already sold me to that person. I 100% do leads. I 100% believe in sign calls and working Zillow and Trulia and those things. So I 100% have other outlets of business, but referrals are my main source of business.
It seems like you also you dive into other realms to get those leads to come in, but then you take care of them so much so that then they refer you business and so on and so forth. And I see that in a lot of agents that have been in the business less than 5 years. You spend so much time in the first 2 years cultivating these relationships, and then it just turns into massive referral business. So I'm assuming you have just a stellar database of past clients. So for your top clients, what do you do to make sure that they are referring the business back to you?
Sure. So earlier one of the speakers said VIP clients, customers. I thought that was absolutely wonderful to say that. Same things, I touch them as continuously as possible. My VIP, my A+ clients is what I actually refer to them as. They will get touched, at least once, but up to 4 times a month. These are people that I talk to already. These are special friends. This is special family. So it's nothing for me, and it doesn't have to be salesy at all. I actually cut the sales part out of it altogether. But I would just call them and just say, "Hey, how are you? I was doing a listing near your neighborhood. I was showing in your neighborhood. I just wanted to call and have a conversation with you. You're important to me. I value you. Is there any friends or family, anyone that you touch base with, or anyone in your close realm that I need to call, that I need to reach out to, that needs my services?"
It's interesting because you walk on the stage, I can automatically tell that you have no problem calling and making those phone calls, but there's probably a large part of the audience, and I know with my agents that for some reason it's a little scary, I don't know why, to call people you've worked with in the past.
Sure.
So I really want everyone to understand that it's probably easy for you, but we understand it's not easy for everybody, and to push yourself out of that scariness and actually make the phone call, because they're very receptive, right?
Absolutely. And when I started the business, the scary part for me was when I was told to sit down and do cold calling. Sit down and you need to call, first-time home buyers, FSBOs. You need to call with drones. You need to call expires. You need to call these people. You need to go knock on these doors, and you need to introduce yourself and get that business. Well, that's the education that I got. That's what I was reading. That's what, new agents, that's what you're supposed to do in the business. And that was hard for me. That was the scary part. So I just sat down one day and I said, there's got to be a different way of doing this. This has to be enjoyable. And this has to be fun. So to me, calling someone that I already know and that I already have a relationship with, like I said, family, friends, dentist, hairdresser, neighbors. It doesn't even have to be a sales pitch at all. Just call, like I said. You can be sitting at your desk. I tell agents this all the time. You can be sitting at your desk. That is completely fine. But when you call them, you have to find that common ground. They have to know why you're calling them. So that's when I say, hey, I just drove by your neighborhood, or I'm showing in your neighborhood. It made me think about you. So although that's not the truth, and that I'm not doing that, that makes it so much easier to call, and that takes the scary factor out of it.
It's nice and warm. So you went basically, for those of you familiar with, I know Mike and Tom Ferry will be here, you went from that, like, start cold calling like crazy to more like a buffet type approach.
Absolutely.
And you talked about the Popeyes. Do you do that? For anyone who doesn't know Popeye, it's literally like, hi, I'm popping by with something. I hope you remember me now, and everyone sees me giving it to you, so you send me business.
Yes.
Do you, give me some examples, because those are really hard, I think, for a lot of people to come up with.
Sure. Here recently, I've tried to get a few agents in my office to also do pop-bys with me to get them engaged and get them excited about business for the summer. So one instance for a pop-by is a scoop, like an ice cream scoop, and it says, just don't miss out on the hot market. Give me a call. And I don't ever go visit people that are sitting at home, because I'm not going to get business from somebody that's sitting in their house. I want to go to my doctor's office. I want to go to my hairdresser. I want to go to the first-time home buyer that I sold that works in a 20-plus people office. Because it's not about me giving you, Katie, that ice cream scooper. Is about me making that interaction with you and all of your colleagues overhearing me, knowing that I'm a real estate agent. So it's not you directly that I'm going to be getting business from, but it's everyone else that's hearing me. And like I said, hand them a business card and start cultivating those relationships through you. So you would be my channel to everyone in your office.
You obviously are like the foremost authority on doing this, and I know that you have a great reputation for building your business by referral. Something that I have seen in the past is if I take one of my male agents and I tell them to take a cupcake to their client,
sure,
they look at me like I'm crazy, and they say they're never going to do it. First of all, because they just won't, and second, because they're not going to take food or something to a woman who's married, because they're going to get beaten up. So what is your advice to the male population in the audience who wants to take advantage of this but can't really figure out a way to do it in a way that's masculine enough for them?
So to the macho men, I guess is so a good something I would tell you. Golf tees, I think, is something that's been really popular in our office that you can give. Just go take somebody a couple of golf tees and just say, hey, I saw that you posted on Facebook that you were hitting some golf balls this weekend. Just wanted to bring these by to you. And like I said, take the sales out of it completely. Just wanted to stop by and say hello. I'm actually on my way to go do a showing, so just wanted to stop by real quick and say hello. Are you on your way to a showing? Maybe not. Are you trying to just cultivate and get business because you have nothing going on? Maybe so. But you just made a connection with someone, and in their head, they say, she's going to a showing, he's going to a showing. Is there anything about real estate that I can mention or say since she or he just opened up that conversation? And I'm telling you, if you just go do that a couple of times, it creates a momentum that is unstoppable. I can't explain it, but you just start doing it and the business will come.
You just seem like you're not afraid, so that's a huge part of it.
Sure.
Because you've probably seen the massive reward in what you're doing in the in commissions, so it helps a lot. Tell me, what do you, on a daily basis, are you a specific amount of people each day? Are you that scheduled out with time management to bring those referrals back in?
Sure. So my main day to get everything that would be on a to-do list done is Mondays. So I don't have like an hour a day to lead generate or to call referrals back or whatever the case may be. I do everything on Monday. Monday is my complete office day. I call it my non-negotiable Monday. So I will call back every referral. On my listings, buyers, whoever it may be that I need to touch base with, I do that immediately on Monday. However, I will tell you one of my main business models that I do every single day is if I get a referral, I will immediately put a personal note with like a $5 Starbucks card in the mail to the referrer, so whoever just sent that to me. So for instance, Katie gives me a call, hey, my mom just decided that she's ready to sell her house. Here's her name and number. Do you mind taking care of her? Absolutely, Katie. I'll write down that name and number, and then I'll keep up with you, and I'll let you know, the status of the process. Thank you so much, and I value you for believing in my business. So I hang up the phone with you. The first thing I'll do before I call your mom is I'm gonna stick a personal note and mail to you. Katie, again, it was a pleasure speaking on the phone with you. I value you, and I value that you believe in my business. Take this coffee on me, and cheers to a wonderful 2015 and the business and the relationships that you and I are going to create together.
I'm smiling because you can tell she's super scripted, which is incredibly important in our business, because you can't just wing it, especially when you're trying to impress people and build those relationships. So kudos to you for knowing exactly what you're going to write.
Well, it's because I do it consistently, which is another key in real estate. We have to be consistent about everything and handle everything the same way.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. What can you share with them? Pretend they're all new agents, that they can walk out of here and know that they don't need to be scared. They can just pick up the phone, even if they're brand new, and start calling their friends, family. And I also want to make a note, because we're running out of time a little bit. You keep saying hairdresser, this, that, whatever. It's completely affiliate referral. So I can see that I don't know if you ever had a list when you first started, but I can see you not being afraid to walk into the dry cleaners or to walk into the restaurant that's around the corner.
Sure.
and do that. So share with them your major tips on how to build a referral business.
Absolutely. The first thing, don't let it be scary at all. And I tell new agents, if it's super scary to you, the first 10 people you need to call are people that you're completely comfortable with. Your mom is your raving fan, your family, your sister, your husband. Call those people first and say, hey, I'm about to practice on you. Here we go. And you just start that conversation with them. Your husband or your wife, kids, mother, whoever it may be, they have tons of people that they work with. The statistic shows that one person can know about 300 people. So every single person is an opportunity. Every single, like I said, person, your family and your friends, those are opportunities that you need to tap into. And it's not even for a first-time agent or a new agent in the business. Whenever something gets slow in the market, or you and your business slows down just a little bit, that's what you need to do. Pick up the phone, talk with people that you know that you're comfortable with. It does not have to be a sales pitch. I actually never walked into a dry cleaner or a restaurant to sell myself, because it takes the sales part out of it. When you get a referral, they automatically like you and trust you, so they're going to want to do business with you.
Awesome. You're awesome. You're like an awesome ball of fun and flair. So again, round of applause. Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you.
I hope you feel based on really top ideas. So that's super fun. We have a microphone. You can have it. You can walk throughout if you'd like. All right, guys, we're rounding up a little bit, and one of my favorite sessions is about to